Hello guys and welcome to VollGazzRacing Season 12, the pre-season test here at Barcelona.
Yep, we are back. We're back Season 12, the 12th edition of VollGazzRacing, and we missed a few riders today, but it's no biggie. It's just a test, but this is aiming to be one of the most exciting seasons in Division 2. The top front runners are all moved over to Division 1, so it's just all a big question mark who will get the championship done this year.
Going off last year, you would put your money on Hitstick, but you don't know Star. He won a couple of races. Q Gamer, if he actually practiced, he'd probably have a chance at winning. Straight head, yes. If he's just to practice, he's on a good bike. He can definitely. He's had podiums. I'm not quite sure if he's won races, but definitely finished a lot out of a couple of second places. They will have the likes of Jay Davies. He was getting some good top fives. To Troy Jack even got top fives last season. Marcel, I can't quite remember how strong he is. Freddie, he had some top five finishes last year, so not last year, last season. So, and we got the people who aren't even here as well. I can't think off the top of my head, but I think Hitstick is your favourite given how he finished last season, but he did have that run in the middle of the season where he went from scoring a podium in every single race, hands down, to then struggling to even finish inside the top five. So I think it's just very much going to come down to consistency as always. You don't have to be the fastest guy to win the championship, you just have to be finishing inside that top three every single time.
Yeah.
Especially for the track selection we've got this year. I keep saying this season.
Yep.
There's definitely some tracks which will test the consistency of some riders, especially now we're coming to the spring period for most of the circuits. The weather might be different. I hope the weather's different from being cloudy every single race, because I think it was only cloudy. No, it was only not cloudy like twice. One was a flag to flag, which I thoroughly enjoyed. The second one was, I think, sunny at Phillip Island. So, or it was like Phillip Island or Kota. So, hopefully we can get some sunny weather or flag to flag or all rain. Just something a bit different, because we're in the part of the year where the weather seems to be just exactly the same every single day.
Yep. I hope. I mean, since the flag to flag got introduced to this game, we have not really had a flag to flag for guys. Which is unfortunate. I wanted to, and then you see the strategies and the ones to have the balls stay out.
I've had one flag to flag race in esports, and that was definitely interesting.
Yeah,
to say the least. Especially we did do both ways as well. We did dry to wet, wet to dry, and there was a, I won't go into it, but there was a reason we went from dry to wet. But yeah, it's calculating. Yes, if you know it's going to be flag to flag, you have to practice it so you know if it rains on this specific lap, when do you box, or do you box?
Yeah, or do you even box? Yeah.
So all these questions you have to ask yourself. But Marcel goes to the top of a 140.1. I wouldn't say it's a good banker lap, but it's the first.
It's not enough.
It's a lap on the board, let's say.
Yeah, definitely, and a great factor to think about for this season as well. Hitstick was, of course, one of the front runners in the last seasons, and at the moment he moved to a pretty good team, Aprilia. I've been riding it, and our current champion is riding it again this season in D1. VTR, he loves that Aprilia for a reason. It's a pretty stable and good bike, has good top speed, acceleration, and everything. Hopefully, this is the key for Hitstick to get it this time.
So we'll go back to Freddie. I've just realised I've not actually finished the championship standings, so I'll do that between break, but I'll just check how he's fared in the championship last season, as I emphasise that, so make sure not to mess it up. So where am I looking? Championship standings. Freddie. So Freddie, 11th, 8th, 9th, 6th, 11th, 8th, 8th, 7th, 9th, 11th. So yet to break the top five, but he scored consistent points near enough. So we just have to wait and see. We've got Ropey. If Ropey can get some better luck this season, he definitely has a chance of winning.
Yep. As Freddie goes on top of the leaderboards with a 137.9. That's already a huge improvement. It's currently a Mooney 1-2 for the guys. Snowstar goes up to third, I think, with a crashed lap. Yep, going into the pits. He moves from the Yamaha to the KTM. Hopefully that will benefit his season in VollGazz. Now then, Dreadhead and Q Gamer following each other around the track now, going around the last turn. And I see Q Gamer still on that 99 Lorenzo style.
Look at the
Here we
switch
go into turn 1. It's gonna go for
oh, there's
easy
contact.
move
I heard
on
that. Yeah,
I think the boys already want to go racing.
Yeah.
But he is past and he is gone red sector straight away. Even with the little contact there with Dreadhead.
I just noticed he's got Lorenzo number, he's got Lorenzo helmet. I don't like to remember what happened with Lorenzo here in 2019, but
yeah,
hopefully it's not a sign of what's going to happen.
Hopefully it's not a curse. Yeah. Hopefully it won't continue his path in Honda at the moment. Let's see here. It seems like he is running the hard front, medium rear, so I'm guessing he's going to do a race run.
Yeah, that's the race tyres. Quali tyres are either hard, soft, or soft, depending on how the front end is for you during the whole lap.
Yes, definitely. I mean, for the Honda, it's dependable. Here we go into the I think the most difficult turn on this track. It's just really awkward with the bike standing up. You have to maintain the throttle control to the absolute finest to have the great line.
Yeah, Q Gamer just blipping the hell out of the throttle for that corner.
Yep. Here as well, maintain the wheeling of the bike, maintain the, make sure it's steady through the corners. Got the corner speed, good exit here for Q Gamer. Little wheelie, which compromised him a little bit there on the exit, but he goes into second.
Destroy Jack goes into third. Hitstick, Android had yet to do laps that are valid.
Yep, Dreadhead, another crash for Dreadhead again. Of course, he moves to a championship winning bike with Aaron on top of it last season. He moves over to the Pramac Ducati in Division 1. He will be showing what he has got in Division 1 later today.
Whoa, jeez. That was close for Trey. Right, Hitstick, can he finally do a valid lap into turn 1? No.
Oh, nope.
So Hitstick struggling to get to grips with the bike at the moment, or the flow. I don't quite. And I have a feeling he might have just raced in a championship prior to this, so that might be what's hampering him. Mr. Destroy Jack hits the curb and somehow stays on.
Q Gamer is improving in the third sector. Seems like he ran a little bit wide though, but he cuts it back quite smoothly, flicks the throttle like we said to maintain that optimal line. Now out of this turn is again managing that wheelie. Another great run here from Q Gamer. Now he ran slightly wide for that turn. Now into the last turn he goes on that Repsol Honda. Nice and tight, good exit here from Q Gamer.
Up to the line, he's lost it.
He lost it.
Now Destroy Jacob's line, he closes in the gap. So just under a quarter of a second separate the top three. Trinity Head boxes, Hitstick is... Well, we don't know how Hitstick's faring on the Aprilia in terms of lap time because he's invalidated everything.
Yeah,
that could just be absolutely. I would be surprised if that's a strategy to try and hide his lap times. I know some people do that. I can't see Hitstick being the kind of person to do that though. But
to do that, yeah,
you never know.
Freddie invalidated, unfortunately, but Destroyer Jack is on a personal best at the moment and overall best first sector. Wow.
And Hitstick goes straight on once again.
Struggling to break that bike.
Yep.
Here we go then, Destroyer Jack. Nice and smooth. Seems to improve a little bit here, like the way he's riding smoothly, hitting his markers.
Yeah, it's definitely improved since the first time we saw him a couple of years ago.
Yep. I mean, I remember a wildcard he done a few seasons ago where he got lapped. So it's a huge improvement from then to now. From what I'm seeing, he's gonna put on the banker time for the rest of the session. He's on hard medium as well.
Here he
What
goes.
can Destroyer Jack do?
Last corner, and I think this should always not going to go
runs
to
a little
exit,
bit
but
wide.
I think this is going to go P1.
Yep, P137.3 for Destroyer Jack. So they're edging closer to that 36 that we've predicted. We hope it's going to be like a 36.8 at the end of the session.
Oh my God. No Star has all the KTM sponsors you can think, apart from Alpine Star's helmet, because you can't get that in the game, but he's got Cooper, he's got KTM, he's got Mobil 1, Red Bull, he's got every single sponsor you can think of on his helmet.
Literally. He's making sure the sponsors are happy for the season.
Yep.
Speaking about sponsors, if you guys are tired, having trouble to sleep, having trouble to stay a little bit active during the day, don't drink Red Bull, don't drink Monster Energy. Use VollGazz 5 to get 5% off at Rogue Energy and get yourself a nice pot. It's healthier, it's way better, and it gives you a lot more energy during the day. So use the code and get your pot and, you know, enjoy. That's all I gotta ask from you guys.
The good old Nelson plug. We haven't heard that in quite a while.
Gotta do it. But no Star then, I think he is doing his first proper lap of the session now into the last sector. He's really pushing it. Now into the lap goes. No Star, that looked really great exit there from No Star, and he goes up to third. Well, I was about to say three manufacturers in the top three, but that's not the case. We have Destroyer Jack, of course, on the Ducati, Freddy on the Ducati, and KTM not splitting that, but ruining the Ducati run.
Yep. Oh my God, how's he stayed on?
Well, hit stick's out on track once again. He just pitted. I think just setup changes, I guess. Maybe, you know, making sure the bike brakes.
Yeah, braking is very important for the first sector and turn 10. But you do. So I want to say you need you need a bike that can turn as well around here. So it's all good having it to brake, but if it's set up for braking, more or less, it's going to be set up not very well to turn. So it's getting the best compromise.
Exactly.
They start looking to improve once more, and he's going to take the hot line, run really wide, but he's going to run so wide the game doesn't count his track limit exertion as an invalidation. And just two more corners to go now. Doesn't wheelie over the crest, which is good. You can wheel over the crest, but it's just a bit nerve-wracking when the front wheel lands as you're trying to turn into the corner. And now up to the line, he uses the ride-out device, and he moves into second, and he's getting into that rhythm.
Yep, so, you know, we have two own teams in Division 2. We have, of course, Ducati being Plat's territory, and last season he had a championship-winning rider on it. Well, now I just messaged Hitstick, the lone Aprilia rider, and I think I know what the problem is with his setting. He just sent it over as well, so hopefully he can change that and be a little bit quicker and struggle less with the bike. Because once again, he validated again. I think it's just, just a few details he has to get right and then try to push.
Looks like Dreadhead is going to actually set a lap time.
Yep, finally. Here we go into the last turn, a little bit wide from the factory rider.
The fact this isn't going top is quite worrying.
1.4 off. Woo. I mean, at least a time on the board is better than no time, but hopefully he can improve during the test.
Yeah.
Freddie then, also improving, coming out the last corner.
And he goes second.
And he goes second. Just... There you go, Dreadhead. Ooh, a little bit wide there for Dreadhead once again. He has the soft rear end, so he has to manage the temperature from the tire as well. We all know at Catalonia they tend to overheat a lot.
Yeah. It was more from I remember, it was more the front than the rear is the problem, but the rear
True.
definitely does overheat. But it's in terms of tyre wear, anyway. If it's for terms of tyre wear consumption, the front is the one to look out for.
Yep.
Into corners like turn 5, turn 10, turn 7, they're all danger corners on the front.
True.
Then just in those last couple laps, you've got to be careful of the spinning of the tyre. But I think with the consumption rate it's on today, I don't think they'll be too worried about tyre consumption. Given they can just do lap upon lap upon lap, not be worried.
Dread crossing the line now. He reduces the gap.
Unbelievable. Hitstick has managed to do the first sector.
Nice. Did he go into the pits?
I don't think he did. I think he carried on.
Yeah, he carried on. Okay. I mean, at least he managed to come past the first
well, I'm noticing
corner now.
He's turning in too early. That's his problem. So I don't know how the bike is. Obviously, you've seen the setup, so you'll know why this is probably happening. But yeah, it's a bit of another one.
Yeah, it's a bit of an odd one, but it's also the bike. I can tell you that. If you are used to a different bike, the Aprilia tends to just turn a lot better than other bikes. So you don't really, you're not prepared for it. Let me just tell you that way. But also his setup. Oh, what? A high side on that part of the turn is...
Yeah, I think he was going to go into pit entry and he just hit the bump.
Yeah. Okay, so he's going into pits now. I think he's gonna change the details I've sent him. Hopefully that will help him progress on his debut on Aprilia. I mean, he practically has the best bike on the grid at the moment. I mean, not in real life, but in the game.
I mean, it's the best bike around this track in real life.
True.
So
no star then. He's challenging.
Bit of a wheelie on the exit using the ride-out device. This is going to be a third red sector. No, Destroyer Jack in that third sector. It was a very clean one. I mean, he had a little bit of a moment in turn 9, but Destroyer Jack has got that third sector nailed down, it looks like, compared to the others.
Yep, looks like he's got that down to the hammer.
And now into the final couple of corners.
Oh, nice. This looks nice.
Nice tap of the brakes. Onto the gas, up to the line. Bit of a wheelie.
No RHD or late RHD for him. Still third, but he reduced the gap, which is great. So he's gonna keep aching out that gap. I think he just needs to work on that third, fourth sector from him, and I think he can be as competitive as Destroyer Jack.
Ready now, the soft rear tyre in. I'm trying to figure out, is that a Venom? It's not Venom, is it an anti-Venom helmet? I'm trying to figure out what that is.
What? Whose helmet?
Freddy's.
Freddy's, yeah, I don't know, I think so.
It's a superhero comic thing, if I was to guess.
Redding type helmet as well. With the ice.
Yeah, they would talk about Reading. After this weekend.
Poor guy.
Anyway, enough about World Tour bikes. Onto this. So, Freddie, really strong third sector it looks like. We'll see what the sector split says. There's a bit of a slide on the exit of turn 9. And Destroyer Jack improving in the second sector. Freddie not improving in this third sector. This left-hand side of the front tyre starting to heat up, but generally it's keeping temperature. The soft rear also having a bit of burning on the left-hand side of the tyre, but it's holding out. But turn 3, Owen Hulikos watching a rider from Division 1, seeing what lies ahead of him later on. Maybe he's just scouting out the weather. Who knows why he's here? But
Who knows, yeah.
Destroy Jack at the moment, he's doing a very impressive job. He's got the race tyres in, he's ran the... I don't have a clue how he's just stayed on there. But it looks like he's doing some consistent lap times. Been training with Mogsy, been training with Jay Davies, and it looks like this practice is paying off. Unfortunately, Catalonia is not one of the tracks on the calendar, I believe.
No, it's not. I've seen some people practice a lot for this track, but my advice is just do not do that. I mean, you can practice for Catalonia, so it doesn't hurt to practice any track, to be honest.
It's a good track to learn. It gives you every kind of corner, really. So, and it's hot conditions, and you can set to cloudy and get cold conditions, so it gives you everything.
You can create a good setup on this track, for sure. I mean, if your setup works here, it's gonna work practically everywhere else as well.
Yeah.
Except for tracks like Kota, for example.
Yeah.
With a lot of bumps. You're just gonna have to adjust a few things, but I mean, you're gonna have to adjust your setup anyway on a few occasions, but I think the guys understand that.
So Joe head back out on circuit. What times has he gone on? He's gone on to the hard soft.
Let's take back out.
Yeah, so we've got 3 riders coming out on circuit. 21 and a few seconds remain of this session, so that's if somebody's got maximum fuel out, they'll be able to do, I'd say roughly top of my head, about 12-ish laps.
Yeah, something around that.
12, 13 laps.
They got to do at least 15 laps today, which is easy.
God knows what Destroy Jack did in that third sector, but he can't replicate it at the moment. But it's just waiting to see if anyone will put a soft front in there and a soft rear, or will people just run hard soft, hard medium. The entire session, Destroy Jack has a wheelie. I mentioned that earlier. You can get a wheelie out of the pre-penultimate corner, and that can cause problems for the penultimate corner, and that's exactly what's happened for Destroy Jack there. Really throwing him off.
I'm watching this outlap from Hitstick, and it seems like problem is solved.
Well, his best times are currently on 1:52.4, so hopefully the setup changes you recommended to him will solve the problems.
Let's see, he's about to start his first proper lap. Hopefully he can get past the first sector. Here we go then into turn 1 for a Hitstick. He brakes nice and early for now. Make sure he gets around. Looks a lot better here for a Hitstick.
Definitely looks a lot better than what we've seen from early on in this session.
Yep. Bikes looks a little bit more stable. It seems like he can stop the bike a lot better in his favor.
And now we see really he messed up this whole section really badly last time. And it's a lot smoother.
A lot better. It was tended to turn a little bit too early there as well. But he got round. High device down for a hit stick now going into turn 10. Hard braking zone, and as well what Jack Hammer just mentioned is hard for your tires, so it's one of the danger points on the track. Quick flick to the right as he goes a little bit uphill. Nice and tight for hit stick. Don't think it's gonna be a top time, but I think it will propel him upwards on the leaderboards.
Top 5 easy. Surely.
Here we go. Just a smooth, nice banker here for Hitstick. Now he can build from here. Yep.
Freddie has found time in the third sector. He's gone soft. So here we go. First soft run.
Ooh. Freddie is about to do his quali laps. Here we go. A little bit wild on the last turn. Once again, is he gonna improve? No, he lost it right there.
I don't think that soft tyre can do another lap. So honest. It's got the grip. It's gonna have the tyre wear to do it, but I don't think the temp. I think
but
the
not the grip. Yeah, the temperatures. Oh, yep, and he invalidates as well. Ooh, hit stick down. First crash. Not first crash. Did he crash?
I can't remember.
I can't remember either. It feels like the first crash, but.
Dreadhead is really not having a good time with this at the moment.
The top 3 separated by just under 2/10 at the moment. As the top 2 is chasing each other, Freddy and Destroyer Jack. Seems like Freddy and Destroyer Jack are like quite similar here. It's stick back in the pits again.
Dreadhead's just not putting a good lap together. He's just running wide everywhere. He's put the soft rear in again, and it's. I don't know if that soft will be pushing the hard too much or what, but he's really struggling to get the bike stopped. And that is yep, probably the rear pushing the front too much, and he's tucked it at turn 10. We've got Q Gamer on an old front tyre and a new soft rear.
Interesting.
In past times, that is usually the way it goes. It's usually you do qualifying laps, but you do have to be careful just in case you have similar problems with the front being pushed a bit too much. But I think Q Gamer, he's been riding mostly okay. He's been a bit all over the place, but he hasn't been running wide or anything. He's just been all sideways, very like Howling Siege-esque.
Yeah.
And he invalidates straight away.
Yep. Now,
and speaking
Freddy
of Howling,
is,
I've just summoned him.
Yeah, literally summoned it into existence.
Incredible.
Well, yes. We're just talking about you in the test in Division 2, and you just joined, so...
Oh, wow. Wow.
Well,
I was not thinking about you guys. So
call it manifesting. Call it manifesting, but it happened.
Alright. So, everybody looking forward to the test?
We are in the test right now. Division 2.
Yeah, I was watching a bit a few minutes ago. It looks good for some riders out there.
Yeah, and looks bad for some others.
Yep.
Whoa, Dready had a Q Gamer.
I'm really happy with this guy that I told you about. Like, I already thought he was gonna be fast, but that American guy, I don't even know if he's American. Like he was doing some good stuff.
We don't have an American in this lobby.
The one in P1.
Oh, his stick.
No, not his stick. Wait, let me go to the live stream again. Oh, Destroyer Jack. I thought he was American.
Oh no,
No,
he's
he's
Welsh.
Okay. So yeah. He's doing good, man. Honestly. And then who do we have more? Let's see. Q Gamer, Hitstick, Freddy Hunty. I don't think I've seen him before. Some
If
great
you want
brands.
to commentate the last 30 minutes with us, you can join
Whoa,
my
Q
profile.
we're going to go round the outside of Dreaded Head into
I will
turn
join.
1. He's not made the corner at all.
No.
Let's see.
I feel like Destroyer Jack have not changed tires since he...
Yeah, he's not. He's staying on the same... He's just put on fresh tyres now.
Nice. I mean, that's
And
what
race,
I
and the
kind of
race
want to
tyres
see.
again.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. Just like you have to build on your pace, you have to build on yourself. That's the most important.
I can imagine
mean,
this lap isn't as good as the previous ones, just down to the fact probably just getting used to the fact he's got more grip than before.
Yes.
More fuel and stuff like that.
More
So I think this
fuel,
next lap
more
should,
everything.
in theory, this next lap should be a good goer to trying to topple his 37.3. I hope we can get a 36.
Nice.
Yeah. So now, I mean, I think this test is definitely important for the Division 2 riders to build on themselves, gain some confidence with their package. I mean, the only way to do that is just to run laps, slow or fast, but just run as many laps as you can. Get used to your package, and Destroyer Jack is doing just that.
I mean, I've noticed, like, you've got riders like Hitstick who are clearly struggling, but are constantly going back in the pits, making changes, going back out, immediately going back in, and it's like he's
you don't improve on it.
You don't understand what you don't. Well, while you don't understand the bike, you don't understand the changes you're making. So
exactly.
He's sort of
best
spiraling.
thing to do is just keep running. Yeah.
If you don't know what to do, stay out. If he's got enough fuel, just stay out. Try and work it out, because tire wear wise, we're not going to run out. You're not going to run out of tire wear.
No. And as well, I mean, you can have troubles beginning like with a full fuel tank, and once your fuel drops, you don't know what the bike is gonna do. You don't know how the bike's gonna behave on low tire wear, because you kept going into the pits, go back out with fresh tires, or full tank again. It just doesn't give you any value to what you've tested. I mean, the game plan should be simple. I mean, you should be having 2 or 3 setups ready, maybe for yourself, which you think are decent bases, and then just do a race run on both and see which one is better at the end. Here we go then. It's not improving just yet.
Freddie, he's got the soft front and rear again, and the left-hand side of that tyre is burnt up to a crisp, and he's just losing time in that third sector. He no idea what the Destroyer Jack did on that lap, but he's done something special that no one else has been able to replicate yet. And with 10 minutes left in this session,
softs.
Yeah. If I was Freddie, I'd try hard soft, but he might have ran out of hard fronts. To be fair,
could have, yeah.
If he's purely going for qualifying times, but Hitstick, he's still on the first set of tyres he started out with, so he's doing the right thing. He's been in and out, but
he's staying on the tires.
Staying on the same tyres. And hopefully, I'd say if I was him, box with 5 or 6 minutes to go, put on some fresh tyres and just do 2 quick laps and see what the understanding is on the fresher tyres as well. Because he did waste a number of laps when the tyres were fresh and making loads of mistakes, boxing in and out. And No Star improves his lap time, not enough to gain any positions though. See what tyres No Star was on to do that. He was on an old front and a new rear. And he's improving further. Destroyer Jack doesn't improve as well, so the second batch of tyres he doesn't seem to be getting to grips with for some strange reason.
Yeah. Seems like as well that No Star is just running laps after laps on soft softs.
You know, under the radar, I feel like No Star is also doing a great job with the hard front, soft medium, you know, just trying to get some feeling into the bike. I don't know if he has been on the KTM before, but it seems like he's handling the front end really well, actually.
Yeah, he was on Yamaha last season. I don't know if he's
Okay.
obviously don't know if he's been on KTM in any other championships. So
Here, No Star is
stuff like that.
improving. Red sector here for No Star. He is on
We haven't seen a
mission.
Redford sector since Destroy Jack went first,
Beautiful
and
slide.
we got one.
Love it. Okay.
Oh, seems decent for now, but yep, and that's the first third sector here.
And as we know, the KTM.
Nice,
has
that
a
looks good.
very-
That looks really good. No Star, and No Star is handling that bike as a beautiful dream at the moment now. He drops back down into the last few corners. The iconic Valentino Rossi Lorenzo overtake
Beautiful.
here in the last turn. Here we go. Can he
Yes.
put the new BP banker time out? And he doesn't. Oh, he does. It does a 37 flat.
Yes.
Wow,
I
he
almost
just saved
thought
that
he
lap
was
time
gonna-
there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I almost thought he was gonna lose time on the grass there, but
Nice time there for No Star. I think he is happy for that. With
Yeah.
race tires as well at the moment. Hard medium.
Destroy Jack boxing.
Oh, softs.
No. Yes,
Oh, is that
soft.
soft? So for me,
Hard,
it was-
hard,
yeah,
hard,
soft.
soft.
But he's managing.
Hard soft,
he's
yeah.
managing the rear tire. Like the temperature is not getting too high on that hot lap, so he's doing really well on that.
Yeah, I mean, the way he did that last two sectors was just all throttle control, and we all know how important that is for that sectors.
And also expected him to be slower in that part because, you know, from
Yeah,
what
it's
we know,
not. It's not
from the
really a KTM. Yeah, it's not
Exactly,
KTM
the
territory.
The front end is so easy to
fold,
fill
yeah.
or to understeer. I'm really
But wait a
surprised that he
second.
got it done.
Before we, Yep,
The
before we
first sector, I will say the
gonna
first
start.
sector isn't the greatest of indicators because it's just a braking zone
That's
as you
true. It's
go.
really short.
And
it's
it
really
does,
short,
and it,
but
the time depends on where you are when you're going into turn. If you're on the left hand, I think it's if you're on the left hand side,
making it
the
out.
time's
Oh,
fine.
yeah,
If you're on the
yeah,
right hand,
yeah, he lost it. Yeah, he lost it.
but your first sector depends on where you are on the track, whether you're on the left hand side or the right hand side of turn on the entry to turn 3.
Ah, okay.
So you can gain. It's really stupid. You can gain 2 tenths by being on the right hand side compared to the left.
no,
When Destroy Jack's gone down and his bike's gone all the way to gravel while his rider just stuck on the
Marcel
apex.
finally improving his lap time.
Marcel running the
Think he is still-
medium.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, he needs to get
Not
on
really
a
the
hard or a
tires
soft.
yeah, not the tire you want to be on. You want to be at least on a hard front.
Straight ahead once again, hard soft tyres. Really poor session by his standards. Freddy, red sector 1, no more soft front and soft combination. He's really going for this. He's been going at this quali run now this is like his 3rd or 4th attempt.
Yep.
I think this is his 3rd run because he started with just under 20 minutes on the clock. So
Now I think it's just a game of who got the biggest nuts, you know?
Mhm.
Everybody tried the race pace, and now they want to
Now,
see those
yep.
lap times and just show the other guys
That I'm faster. Yeah.
You gotta take me into account for the championship, guys. Don't rule me out yet, you know?
but we'll say if
Be interesting in these couple
doing these quali runs when you base it off World Superbikes is not a true indicator of where people will be after round 1. So we'll just
No,
state
we have
that now.
seen that.
Pre-season testing means nothing. If you've watched the first 3 races of Superbikes, you'll know for a fact it means nothing. But now Freddie, Marcel coming up to the end of their laps now. Marcel struggling with the medium front tire overheating, degrading
Yep, there
really
he goes
badly.
again. Oh,
So that brings me up to an interesting topic for you guys to discuss as the session goes on for 4 minutes and 45 seconds. So, if we don't learn anything from a testing session, why do we still use it every year? Why does MotoGP, World Superbike in real life, use a winter test and a pre-season test every time?
So everyone
I mean,
can.
that's a simple answer, honestly. I mean, you race as well. I race. If you have a long winter where you've been, obviously training in the gym, you've been training on maybe MX bikes, doing flat track or maybe different sports, bicycling. it's all fun and games, but if you have to handle a proper superbike or a proper MotoGP bike, you will have to have some time to get back into your rhythm. The team needs to confirm what they have done over the winter, so the test days is only crucial for that. I mean, it's not a good indicator of where everyone's
I know
being.
people in testing like to sandbag as well, and some people just go straight at, Maverick Vinales is a classic example, tries to top the set test every single time. And then you just have people like, for example, in the past, Rossi would just do race pace beyond race pace. And then he'd be down in 17th, but come round one, he'd be in the fight for the win. So I think in terms of position-wise, testing means nothing, but in terms of data and everything on that part, it means a lot.
So it only means anything between the rider and its team. Not
yeah, really. Yeah.
In a direct line
position might as well not. I mean, sometimes it
for
can.
Example, in GP, for example, in GP, it gives you a kind of an indicator of how it's gonna look, but nothing is certain or set on paper. I mean, right now they've been doing records and smashing the record, but we can come to round one and not even be close to that kind of pace, or we can come to round one and KTM will be the best bike, or we don't know. But it gives us a kind of a view of what's can happen, but not what's gonna happen. So it's more team and rider related than comparing stuff or data. Doesn't really matter. Everyone is on different programs. The one is doing qualifying runs, other ones are doing race runs, and like Jack said, a lot is just sandbagging to not show their true cards.
So
going wide in turns and stuff.
Yeah, now that's a great answer, guys. So coming about that, I want to just tip in there in what you said, Nelson. You said program, so every rider has its own schedule, every rider has its own strategy. You know, something they would look forward to improve in order to get their chances or to increase their chances in the championship. So, like, let's see, who do we have in the top 4? Let's say in the top 4. Per rider, can we briefly discuss what do we think, what they are looking for in order to get at least a top 3 in the championship?
I mean,
so,
you mean here? No-Star. Yeah, I mean,
knowing
No-Star
what he did in the previous season and looking towards this season, what do we expect?
I mean, for No-Star it's simple. I think, he's shown some potential on that Yamaha. I mean, we can all agree that Yamaha is not in a place to be fighting for victories, fighting for consistent podiums, because it's a difficult bike. I do think this bike, what he is riding right now, is not the best on the grid, but it's definitely a bike that suits him a lot better. So I think he will be aiming to improve, to get a new step forward, and that's, I think, fighting consistently for the top 3.
Yeah. Okay, and let's see, Freddy. I haven't seen much of him yet.
He's never taken a top 5.
Okay, so he will be probably gunning for race pace, to increase race pace, to be able to battle more in the front.
But he's been doing a lot of quali runs.
Yeah, exactly, because the one lap pace, he definitely has it. He's currently in P2. By the way, No-Star on a really hot lap.
He's got soft, he's put the soft front in.
Let's take a quick look to No-Star as he approaches the final sector.
No-Star last season, he was really fast, but very inconsistent. He'd go from winning one race to finishing 8th the next.
To finishing 8th, yeah, that's what I mean. The bike was just, you cannot be really consistent on it. But let's see here. I think he lost time though, but I think he will still improve by a bit. Yep, 36.9.
Beautiful lap. Wow.
Nice. First 36.
I think, if there's something we know, the Yamaha used to be a very consistent bike, very easy to get along.
Yes.
And the KTM completely the opposite. It's a bike that, if you see Brad Binder or Jack Miller nowadays, the bike does anything it wants and it goes everywhere. But if you know how to control it somehow, it can be really effective. So I feel like
just like the Honda.
Yeah, almost like the mathematical rule, like minus x minus equals plus. You know, like
exactly.
I feel like No-Star and this KTM combination might be a very interesting one coming to this season. Now, Destroyer Jack, what do we want to see from him, or what do you think he wants to?
He's had a few top 5s last season. I think he just wants to get his first podium, and then from then on try and build on that.
And,
Definitely.
Q Gamer. How do we feel about that? The
Return
Honda
to
is
winning
not
ways.
best.
Stop crashing. Stop being very inconsistent.
I mean,
Very honest and always from
first
Jack Hammer.
thing he needs to do is just start picking up the game and actually practice for the rounds. I mean, I don't want to call him out for not practicing. I think he does practice a little bit, but maybe
But
not
there's
too
more
much.
potential.
There's more potential. I mean, he has been races. He has been, great, great times, great race pace, but he just crashes or doesn't handle situations the correct way. And for the other guys like sort of Hitstick, their aim should be the championship. I mean, he has been fighting for the championship the past 2 seasons, so he should be aiming for that. Dreadhat should be aiming for another step, and Marcel is a rookie. So for him, it's like just like this test, just building on your pace, see what the others are doing, and hopefully reduce the gap.
I think
Now he's 2
Marshall
seconds
might
off.
be a dark horse actually if he practices more. But I was looking in the session, and he was only doing lap times with the medium, and now
True.
I don't know if it's true, but rumors has it that the front medium tire is not ideal for this season with this bike. Michelin
Not
brought
really.
the tires out, and all the riders from Division 1 gave immediate feedback last season that the medium tire is not good at all. So let's see what he does in the coming races if he finds out this trick. And yeah, maybe we'll see him battling maybe more with Dreadhead or Q Gamer.
Especially that, yeah. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this test, and what we have said the past 10 to 15 minutes ago, testing is not the great indication to see who is going to be champion, so don't go off this data, but this gives us a right side viewing in the 12th edition of VollGazz in Division 2, who is going to be competitive enough to fight for it. So hopefully we will see you at round 1, and I hope everyone sticks around for Division 1, because the Division 1 guys are getting ready and suited up to go out on track in a few hours, or in an hour or so. Alright, so thank you for watching, and we will see you in a bit.